under attack. Need help.
Hey everybody, it's Chris. What's going on? I just wanted to touch on last week's episode. We had a pretty rules-heavy episode. A lot of the times when you do that, you just make a call on the fly because you don't want to get bogged down in the action. But on this particular case, I really enjoyed it. It's a different aspect of the game. Some people don't like it. Some people do. For me, getting to talk about rules with my friends at the table is just... is awesome. Sometimes you think you have an understanding of a rule, but then you're challenged, and then you have to go investigate that, and you figure out that maybe you were wrong, maybe you were right. And I think that's time well spent, because the time that you spend then is going to improve future sessions. I didn't have a problem with the fact that we spent so much time trying to figure things out. Yes, I mean, it did slow the action down. I can't dispute that, but I think because of it, we're going to improve our game drastically. So, and since that episode, I've spent a lot more time reviewing things that I thought that I knew and really just trying to ingrain those rules into my mind. That doesn't mean that I'm going to go by the book 100% of the time. Even if I tried, I couldn't do that. There are going to be times when I make calls because the moment demands it. And when that happens, I have no regrets. I'm really glad that we had an exciting battle last week and that we also got to spend some time checking out the rules. Now on to the recap. Rats and Kima feel like an outside presence invading their minds and reading their thoughts. A Lashunta named Tahomen reveals himself through telepathy, inviting the party outside. In an unlikely moment, Rats reveals his true name to the party and just bares his soul, fearing that this might be the end of him, and he didn't want to vanish into obscurity without anybody knowing the real him. As the party mentally prepares, the doors fly open through magical means, and Tahomen stands opposite of them. After an opening volley from Domash and Kima, the party holds up inside the temple, taking cover. Two cultists lob grenades inside the doorway, hitting the party. Domash, EP, and Kima take a couple of pot shots at the closing cultists. Tahomen runs at high speed toward the temple, unleashing a spinning disc of energy which hits everyone, dealing electricity damage. The fight then moves indoors as Team Devourer comes inside. One of the cultists becomes fatigued by the touch of EP. Tahomen deals a couple of mind thrusts as Kima switches to her specialty, the tactical dueling sword. She strikes one of the cultists true, while the other one attacks EP and critically hits him for a whopping 20 points of damage. Kima downs the first cultist, heads towards the second one, and makes short work of him. Tahomen, last in, rushes through the chaos and gets behind the fight. Rats draws out his Inferno Knife and gets up on Tahomen's business, disrupting a potentially devastating spell. Domash releases a blinding supernova, dealing a terrible blow to Tahomen. As the party surrounds Tahomen, he is unrelenting. Refusing to surrender, the party quickly subdues him as he leaves Domash with some terrible parting words. I go to see your mother first. What does it mean? Find out right now.
I think Kima gets off on violence. Is that wrong?
I mean...
That's a yes. Anytime anyone says, I mean, it's a yes.
I mean...
Maybe.
What?
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 What are you saying?
Snapple.
Fuck you, no. Do I have to?
Hey, we aren't on book 3 yet.
Oh, you're right, we're not.
Why did I do this to myself?
Yeah. I mean, I could end it any time I want. But...
You could roll a 1. Quit whenever I want.
Oh, yeah, let's roll. By the way, this is just till book 3, so probably the end of this episode, so it really doesn't even matter, but the Snapple facts are stopping because I find it annoying.
Nope.
Unless the group says no.
We'll just get Kevin to start doing it.
Kevin won't do it. He'll forget.
If any of our listeners...
I rolled 2 1s. What's that mean? I rolled 11. Doesn't matter.
You have to take back the last one as well.
No. Oh.
Retroactively.
So Snapple fact.
Nope. Shut up.
It's your responsibility for the next book, and then it's Dez's responsibility.
Yeah.
for
Kevin
the
does it for the next book. Dez does it for that. So
Do I have to do Snapple Facts? Can I do something else?
No, it has to be Snapple Facts. It has to be the continue. You know what? If you can find something interesting, you can get at least a book's worth of facts out of prep, like one an episode. Then yes.
Okay, I'll find.
Don't do BT Bam because I'll punch you.
Are we
in the
going to do
face.
this? Just random facts?
Yeah, if you find a
Okay,
topic
dick
you want.
facts.
All right.
Stop.
Oh, God.
Oh my god. I can't fucking believe this is what I ended on. I'm so fucking upset.
Uh-oh.
Real fact number 758. The only lizard that has a voice is the gecko.
That's amazing.
I can't escape it.
Yeah, say my name.
You could say 50% or more on card shirts.
Yeah. Second fun fact, all geckos are British.
They're Australian.
Yeah.
God, you're Australian.
I wish. God, I love to have that accent in real life. Oh, sometimes I wonder if I
You do, but it's Domash's accent.
So it's fucking garbage? Yeah. I mean, I'll take it. I can get away with it. All right, Chris. You left us on a pretty big cliffhanger at the end of the last episode, and I'm pretty upset at you about it.
Speechless, huh?
I literally was sitting here. I could not say a word because I was trying to figure out how to say it in the accent, but no, I couldn't say a word. I don't know what you meant. I don't know if my mother's dead. I don't know if she's alive or just incapacitated.
Yeah, it's definitely cryptic without any follow up.
Well, he died, so I mean, yeah. I mean, the visions that he gave Domash, like, would that have shown where he left her? Because I don't think we know where she's at.
I think it's kind of like a rush of information. If you did see, it might be difficult to really realize. Like, it just is a flash. So,
Well, the doctor told us that they walked out together, right? How long ago had that been?
she said that they walked. I don't know if she told you where they went.
No, I
but,
think they just said they went up the mountain.
Yeah.
yeah. I don't think that she knew because
She got left behind, too.
she was knocked out and she only woke up to
True.
hear what the other cultists said, that they had gone up the mountain.
Gotcha.
So, I mean, is there a clear way, we can see to go up, continue up further up the mountain? Is there that... Because we came up those stairs. Do they continue, or...
Well, you're still in the temple at this point. Is anybody taking time to
Oh, yeah.
check out what's going on? Or are you guys just rushing out? Domash, are you taking out by yourself?
Yes, I'm immediately, as soon as he hears that, he bolts out, or tries to start running out the door.
Can we pause the action real quick?
Sure.
Because we figured out that we actually leveled up.
Yeah. We did level up. We're level 5 now.
Little details.
Yeah.
Not important.
Just
Well-
a side note, back to the story. We leveled up level 5.
Well,
I think it's important that we mention it.
Oh, hey, Kevin, congratulations for finishing a book without having a character die.
yeah. How is your
There's
level
still
up?
more of the
Mine
book
is,
left.
Wait, it's not over.
Oh, you're right. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm 133 XP away.
Oh, yeah, he did. Kevin didn't level up yet.
Yeah.
I for
Soon.
one, was bummed that our rule that we discussed didn't come into play, where if you roll a natural 1 at any time doing anything, you fly off the mountain.
That would have been nice to know. Wait, I did roll a natural 1.
Oh, you're dead.
It was the first attack I rolled.
Oh, he's dead. Rick got it.
I was in the building. Flies through the wall and flies off the mountain.
Dimension door.
So, is there anything interesting to talk about with the level ups?
I mean, level 5 is pretty big just because you get the 4 attribute points to put into your, strength, dex, or whatever.
You get 4?
You get 4.
Oh, wow. I didn't realize that much.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if we...
You get 4 plus 2s to your abilities.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's pretty dope. Wish I could have it.
So, I mean, if we want to go over, what... I mean, I put my 4... I had 1 to strength, 1 to dex, 1 to con, and 1 to charisma.
That's a good...
Just kind of rounding out a lot of stuff. Gave me a little higher AC, a little more,
To hit?
My hit's okay. It's not like Chris's Monsters level, but it's...
You'll get there.
No, I won't. Not with this play system. I mean, my skills aren't really anything to be amazed by.
I mean, that's at every level.
Yeah.
We don't care.
I think
I
I took...
for the skills, just any new abilities that you got.
Not really. My Supernova goes up to 66.
Does the DC increase at all?
I don't think it did.
I think when your charisma increased, it increased by 1. I believe, if I remember correctly, when I was making my.
It did. It went up by 1. DC 15 now.
Oh yeah.
For
Now
Mac.
they'll all fail.
Now for well, hell, I was surprised you failed that one.
Yep, I think I rolled a 6 on the die, which is pretty much what it takes for these monsters to.
Well, he wasn't
fail.
even a monster though. He was
Yeah.
a person. That's what's surprising. He was hitting so high was that he was just like a regular. What was his CR though? Can we know?
It was CR5.
Ooh.
So,
Really?
Yeah, comparable. That's what I was kind of talking to Des about.
The whole encounter was CR5
No,
or just him?
Just him.
Okay.
What was?
So-
I assume the whole encounter was what like.
The other two were CR1, so I think that works out to CR7, maybe CR6. I can't remember the math on that. But comparatively to the end of book 1, that monster, I mean,
Well, yeah.
significantly more. Yeah, I mean, you're within what, 1 or 2 instead of 3 levels away.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I did take like I think is it weapon focus or one of the that adds like your dex bonus to your
Specialization.
damage. Yeah, specialization for long arms. So I get a +5 to my range weapons now.
Nice.
Nice.
So my laser rifle does 1d8 +5, and when I attune, it's +6.
Nice.
And hopefully when we get back to Absalom, I plan to change that. I already have a weapon in mind to get. So
ability scores, I added some into wisdom, which helped me strength, dex, and charisma. I will point out on my skills list now I can do some culture checks, so I won't just be standing around like la la la. What's happening?
You just took culture.
Yeah.
Which you get a new language known.
Oh, you do.
Yeah. Where the heck did I put that?
yeah,
Oh,
what were you studying while you
I
were
got
walking?
Elven
Okay.
because why
That
not?
makes sense. You were exposed to all that.
yeah.
I also like to think that, in the time, like, maybe there were some books that maybe, like, Dr. Solstarny was like, oh, like, he can, like, show you, like, rudimentary Elvish.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Or we all knew Elvish
Yeah, we
already,
could
so
be, like,
we were like
tutoring.
all talking Elvish at some
Right,
point or
yeah.
something.
We're talking Elvish and she can understand and we're making fun of her.
I was gonna say I was tired of like trying to use you to talk to the one guy.
Yeah.
Like, but something I'm very happy about is one of my feats. I got heavy armor proficiency.
Oh, wow.
So now my EAC is 20.
Well, we have to give you the
Wow.
armor.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
I
With the
figured, yeah, we're
No, we have, what was it?
the
Lashunta Ringwear 2.
Yeah.
we got from Terhala Point.
so yeah, and so with that my EAC is 20 and KAC 22. But my speed is 25, so I'm a little bit slower, guys, but harder to
Bummer.
hit. So
That's relative depending on what we're fighting. So I mean,
right. Yeah.
Brats.
My attributes I put into strength, dex, con, and intelligence to boost my spellcasting stuff. The rest is kind of self-explanatory. My strength was negative before, so I boosted it to where it's equal.
That's awesome.
You're a weak boy.
Yeah, I'm a little rat man.
Little rat man.
I got a magical hack called Spell Countermeasures. It just gives me a +2 bonus to saving throws against spells and magic effects.
That's cool.
That's pretty dope.
And then I got another second level spell.
Which one?
You'll see.
Ooh, surprise.
Is that all you got? Is that
it?
Kevin needs to go.
Yeah.
We got feats too, right?
Yeah.
I took some feat. I forget. Combat casting.
Oh,
Yes,
nice.
that's
pretty.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
What does that give you? Like
+2 bonus to armor class and saving throws against attacks of opportunity provoked by casting a spell.
Nice.
It's pretty important.
That guy probably should have wished he had that.
Yeah, I'll have to tell him next time.
Before he meets my mom, tell him that when he comes back. So yeah, level 5. I'm sure when EP finally levels up, we'll go over what he gets.
Yeah. I got
You gonna take
eating
the-
a dead horse.
Oh, wait. Are you
Is
just
that
going
the
to...
right saying? Did I say that right?
Did you say eating?
I said
Beating.
beating.
Oh.
Yeah.
So are you going to
I
take
think you should eat a dead.
Yeah, you should
Okay.
eat it.
Okay.
You can eat that half dead.
I was going to say, he just beats up one of those monkeys on the way back just to level up.
All right. Unpausing the action.
Yeah.
Domash, yeah, he's already like sprinting out trying to find out where his mom is.
Okay. Is everybody else going with him, or are you remaining
I
behind?
follow
too?
close behind because it's not a good idea to run out there by yourself.
Yeah, EP follows because Yeah. He's gonna...
I mean, I don't want to necessarily leave this unfinished, but also one of our comrades just ran out.
I mean, he's dead.
Yeah.
Maybe. We know he's dead.
EP is dead for sure.
Yeah.
Hey, do I see him?
Do you see...
I like
life
to imagine
force?
you see
Dead guy.
his life force disappear.
Yeah.
Like, it fades.
from Tahomen.
Like, is
Yeah.
he dead?
Yeah, he's dead.
Cool.
You did it.
I killed him.
Yeah, you did.
Rats hangs back to rifle through this guy's stuff to see if he has anything that can help us.
So, everybody else heads out except for Rats. Rats, you are going through Tahomen's stuff. You find on his person that he is wearing armor. It's Mark 1 thermal. It's called D-suit. He's also holding a sweet pistol with 3 batteries. He's got a survival knife,
Kevin wrote down sweet pistol with 3 batteries.
a detonator, personal comm unit. That's what you see on his person.
He doesn't have anything on him, like any evidence of Domash's mother or anything.
Nope. Nothing. This guy just looks like he was built to just destroy.
What
That
if-
was his one goal.
What if he wasn't even the big bad evil guy?
Oh, God.
Then we're fucked.
Yeah.
Rats walks up and he sees us all like pretty much close to death, and he's like, "All right, I'm
He
gonna
was
leave."
probably already dead.
What?
She's been a ghost this whole time.
Yeah,
You're
for
Bruce
sure.
Willis. So, I assume by this point I'm out.
Domash, you run out of the temple. The sun causes you to squint. You're kind of looking around. You see the pedestals that are like every 15 feet curving up the stairway from which you came up to get here. Probably about 60 feet in front of you, the mountain kind of just shoots up into a wall. And then you look over to your left. You see ruins and some low structures, walls, nothing that you could really go into anymore. And then you kind of see off to the northwest a path, a dirt path.
He like comes out and he's like breathing pretty heavy, like panting, and he's like looking around frantically, and then he sees like he kind of double takes at the path and just bolts for it.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Is everybody else in tow?
I mean, I run up right to the edge before he bolted towards... You said you went towards the dirt path, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I look behind to see if everybody else is coming too. I just kind of stop and see if everybody else is behind
You
us.
said at the door, or you ran
No,
up with him?
I ran up
Okay.
with him, but I look back.
EP?
I like lumber out of the door and I say to Domash, "Hold up."
He like kind of skids because like skids to a stop and like turns around. You can see him like his eyes are wide and he's like very like skittish. He's like, "What? Like, come on, man! I don't have time to stop and wait. Like I need to go."
Are you just gonna run off into the jungle?
I mean, this is the only path I can see that can take me to my mom. I need to find her. I need to know if she's okay or not.
You don't know where she is. She could be this way, and he like points off in the opposite direction.
He points at the sky.
Points back at the temple.
Yeah, yeah. You kind of just see him like his shoulders kind of sag, and he just kind of like drops to his knees, and he just starts like sobbing.
EP comes over. Are you standing right next to him?
No, I didn't go left or wherever he went. I stayed like right where it shot up.
EP is going to like pull him up, and dust him off.
Like he's still just like silent sobs are coming from him. Like he's just, I think the weight of everything that like just happened kind of fell on him at once.
Yeah.
Like the adrenaline kind of wore off, and like what he had done kind of like caught up with him. He's just like, it's like I looked that man in the eyes and shot him. I killed him. He's like shaking. He's like EP. He just showed me all these flashes of my mother, and then he just beating her over and over again. And it just, I just couldn't see that man alive anymore. And all I saw was red for a while, and then next thing I know, the man's dead, saying he'll go see my mother first. I don't know what that means, and he's like still like sobbing as he's saying. He's like, I just need to go find her.
I don't know what that means either, but we're gonna find out. Let's go back to Rats, and we'll figure it out.
All right. He just, like, shudders, and he just starts walking back, like his head's down.
And has his hand on his back, and we're heading back to find out what Rats stole from the dead guy.
It's called looted.
Oh, so that's the only reason he wants to go back, to make sure he gets a fair cut.
There we go. Yeah. There we go.
I'm going to token you guys up, man.
Yeah.
Ah!
Thank you.
Well, thank you.
I do my best. I try my best.
So, Kima, did you say that you were at the hill, like further up the path?
I imagine she probably saw this whole thing happen too.
Yeah, like I saw them, like I didn't want to keep going if the whole group wasn't with us.
Okay. So you see this happen, and everybody heads back to the temple inside. And Domash, I gotta imagine this is incredibly hard for you because you're the survivalist. Like, there was at one point I think you were talking about how, at least thinking that, hey, I'm better suited for the survival stuff. I know my way around here. This is where I grew up.
Yeah.
I gotta wait because I don't know what I'm gonna face going up this mountain. I gotta wait, but every second that ticks by, is that the moment where I can't go back and undo?
It's like every second he doesn't know where she is. It's like, what if, before I left for the shuttle to go to Absalom Station was the last time I'll ever see her alive again? Mm-hmm. What if that was the last time I got to hear her voice again? What if that was, the last time I could just say, like, I had, like, that she was she's still alive, and it's eating at him inside that he needs to go, but he also knows that running off by himself is foolhardy.
So you guys get back to the temple. Rats is huddled over Tahomen's body, just picking gear off.
Stabbing it.
So you pass back into the temple. Undead elf at the threshold. Rats is there, looking over, trying to find anything valuable off these bodies.
Did you find anything?
No evidence of your mother, Domash.
Like, you can look at his face, like his eyes are kind of red, and like you can see like tear streaks down his face. And he's just, all right, then looks like we're back to square one then, huh?
Maybe let's see if the doctor figured anything out while we were out here taking care of business.
It's only been like
oh, really?
2 minutes.
No,
Yeah.
well, Jesus.
Well, each combat round 6 seconds.
Ugh.
yeah. So it's only
That was what, like,
I know you only had like a few
Yeah.
minutes, but do you
Couple
know
minutes.
anything else?
It's been like 5 minutes.
As everybody else walked back in, I neglected to mention that, like, off to the sides, like right up against the walls of the building, you see some computer components
Oh,
sitting there.
that might be important.
You think?
well, let's let the computer guy go do computer stuff.
Hey, I just noticed those computers over the wall.
They've been there the whole time.
Maybe those have some information on them. So I'll walk over and do computer things.
Wait, did anybody tell you that they were out there?
It's on the outside?
Yeah, the outside.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Then no.
Okay.
We definitely didn't just come from outside yesterday.
You're
We
right.
could have seen them.
No, I feel like
Where someone forgot to mention them.
They were not there yesterday.
I checked the computers.
All right, you go out here. You see that this computer, it's broken down into 3 different parts. There's no power to them right now. Give me a engineering check.
16?
Okay. As you're looking over these computer parts, you realize that it's not just 3 different computers. It's one single computer that when these things are put together, they will power up.
It's like Voltron.
Okay. Do I know the nature of the computers? It's not going to be some kind of crazy detonating sequence.
Based on kind of like what you know from your engineering check, this looks like some kind of like communication device.
Wow, okay.
And like as you're kind of like lifting them and looking, they're like the individual parts are pretty heavy.
Well, I recently got swole, so no longer a weak boy.
Rips him out of the wall.
It was all of that exercise from it was my stabbing exercise.
Yeah, there you go.
And 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and twist and pull and twist and pull. He's like in the tent at night when we're all sleeping with his knife, like, practicing.
This is the thing that they used to radio back, because they told us that they went ahead with comm units, basically, or like a
Yeah, that was in the manifest.
yeah,
Like a comms relay.
yeah. That still doesn't help us find your mother, though.
No.
Does it look like I could assemble this thing?
Yeah. Yeah, it looks pretty basic. Like, your grandma might not know how to do it, but she might call you over to hook it up for her.
I keep clicking
about
Internet
right.
Explorer and it's not loading.
That's Windows Explorer.
Do you guys want to try and look around to see if you can find any evidence? And I will stay back and try and build this thing.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I'll do anything at this point. Any information's information.
You said there was like ruins? Ruins?
Pillars
Yeah,
and stuff,
small,
right?
low walls. Looks like there may have been small outbuilding at one point that has kind of collapsed.
Let's go search over there. And he points over to...
All right, Tonto, thanks.
It's at the temple again.
So Rats is kind of hanging back at the
Went
temple.
over the cliff.
Rats is kind of hanging back at the temple doors, and you guys are kind of going up towards these ruins to see if you can figure out anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Want me to roll anything?
Yeah, I roll a
Perception?
survival check.
Oh, I do that.
I'm good at that.
Aiding or rolling your own individual ones.
I will aid Kevin.
My name is EP.
I aid.
I mean,
I have
Alright.
26, 28,
Hey.
She aids.
yeah, there you go.
30.
30. You are somehow able to sense.
With the help of my friends.
Right.
Like, we're just probably describing.
I know.
what
I'm
it
still
looks
so hung up on the visual thing. Okay. You are able to deduce that it looks like recently there was a small group that ascended the mountain, off in the westward direction
Recently?
recently.
This away.
like. All right, Scoop.
Now, the question is, are you guys waiting around for Rats, or are you taking off?
I'm not about to leave Rats.
No. Rats is our friend, boy.
Even though this is the best lead that we have, I feel like just 3 of us leaving off into the jungle again.
Yeah.
Mountain.
Or the mountain is not the smartest idea.
Okay.
So, I think Domash can, run over to Rats and, see how far he is, along with putting this together. And, relay the information, just oh, yeah. All right, Rats, I think we found where they went, past those ruins. Seems like EP said there was a small group that went west there. So,
I smelt them.
that's the best we got.
Okay, well, I have some amount of this thing constructed.
So, Rats, you got this thing.
Maybe.
I don't know. Yeah.
You were able to put it together pretty quick.
Okay.
You've booted it up in the time since they walked over and were investigating. And give me a computer check.
Wait.
Ooh, 26?
Okay, 26. You are able to access the communications log, the unsecured communications log. You see that there was a lot of correspondence that was removed, but you can determine that there was a call made from this within the last 24 hours. With the nature of this machine being something so bulky, that information is not insignificant. It's not like, I just made a quick call real quick. They had to assemble this thing, so whatever it was significant. Also, with that, you said 26?
Yeah.
Okay. So you dig a little further in, and you can read some of the more recent communications. And what you find is what Tahomen basically concluded here. That there is this constellation of 12 stars believes this is the Gate of 12 Suns. He believes that this opens to some kind of other dimension that hides this super powerful weapon. He also believes that the drift rock is just a tiny fragment of what he is calling the stellar degenerator, and that it broke off from this demiplane as it was torn away into the drift. You know that this is a common occurrence in the drift, that it tears away pieces of other planes. You can see that he also recommended to the cult of the Devourer that they apply as many resources, personnel, as possible to finding this before anybody else does. You also find the approximate coordinates to where this message was sent to. Somewhere in the asteroid fields of the diaspora. And you can see a confirmation that this information was received by an operative known as Smear. And also with that incredibly high DC 26 computers check, you find an account containing 2,000 credits from Tahomen's personal account that only you know about right now, Rats. Wink, wink.
Rats comes back. We get back to Absalom. He has like a huge new jacket and a bunch of stuff. Where did you get all this extra money from?
Rolls up in a Ferrari.
I get it, Ferrari, because he's fur.
So yeah, kind of a lot of information packed into there.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Jugenschmier.
Yeah.
It's a name that's kind of familiar.
Yeah, a little bit. Kind of wish it was different.
He has the name of a candy bar now.
Yeah.
So Rats kind of slams a fist down on the computer and he's like, God damn it.
I feel like you being the tech guy, punching computers really isn't a bonus for you all.
They were able to get a communique off to more cultists, which means we just have more of this shit ahead of us.
So, out of the frying pan into the fire then, huh?
Yeah.
He kind of lets out this breath he kind of doesn't realize he was holding, and he's like, anything else pertaining to the situation at hand?
I mean, there's nothing in here about your mother. I'm sorry.
You can kind of see his shoulders kind of slump, and he kind of yeah, it was a long shot, but we have this way that the EP said, so that's our best bet at the moment.
Alright, well, let's go check it out.
Alright,
this way, and he points in the wrong direction.
I move his arm to the correct direction and start walking.
God, I wish you could see and you were just crazy. That would be making Alright, Chris, we take the path.
Ah, shit. Mr. Rats.
Oh, God.
Hey, I win! Let's see.
That's a 1.
A token for your...
for your nothing.
For your depression at the realization that you're not done with this shit.
So you 3 days from retirement.
So you follow this path, these footsteps that you're tracking, and they lead up the mountain with every second that passes by. Domash, I imagine your heart's kind of beating a little faster and faster. This is the last time that I saw my mother. And you ascend higher and higher. You're seeing that you're approaching the snow peaks of the mountain, but you're not in that yet.
What time of day is it?
This is going to be late afternoon. Sun is starting to set on the horizon. There's this vibrant orange hue to the sky. Everybody, did you say you want to rest?
Well, he does, but you can shut up.
Yeah.
You what?
Yeah, that's right.
That's a good skill.
No, just keep going.
We all need to, because but I think
we're trying to get as much
time is of the
distance
essence
as possible.
Yes.
Well, okay, it's just an important question. Just, you don't know what you face up ahead, so that's why I'm asking.
Correct.
Do you rush headlong into the unknown at the risk of saving your mother, or do you rest?
I think this is something that is probably common sense, but Kima would mention it anyway. Hey, we don't know what's ahead. We need to keep our distance and keep an ear out, an eye out, and hopefully get the jump on them if we need to. Like, don't go rushing in there.
Domash kind of like stops and he kind of turns and goes, yeah, Kima, I think I know we're kind of going at this a little headstrong here, but time is a little bit of the essence right now, and I get it. You know, don't get me wrong, but I can't risk, you know, resting overnight and then never seeing my mother again. I don't know if, you know, they could, you know, I don't know what's going on. Like, I get it. I really do.
I put my hands on his shoulders like, Domash, I did not say anything about rest. I said, let's be smart about this. If you want to save your mom, that's great. I'm here to help. But we don't need to die in the process.
You're right. I'm sorry. Just, yeah. Smart. And he kind of like turns back around again and takes a few steps away to kind of like think to himself.
Hey, man, I came out here to try and save my family. I'll do everything I can to help you save yours.
He kind of like turns away from him and he's like, yeah, thanks, mate. It's like, so, I mean, you said we're close to like the peaks of these, or are we not? These mountains?
The mountains go up pretty high. What I'm
Okay.
saying is you're starting to get to the point where it's starting to get a little colder, but you're not quite in the snow yet. So if you guys, I'm assuming you're not going to bed down. It just makes sense for a character standpoint. I'm assuming you're going to just push on through.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You continue up the mountain, following these tracks. They're starting to seem like they taper off a little bit. Everybody roll me a perception check.
I knew perception. Oh boy.
14, but yeah.
23.
23.
23.
Domash and Kima, you're looking about, taking in the vista of your home planet, and off in the distance, probably about 100 feet away, you see what looks like a stone structure overlooking the whole plains. It's like the only obvious point, like the only obvious like thing that looks like it's out of place, like it's man-made here. So as your tracks are fading, this is like the only thing that you see that.
Well, then I definitely don't see it.
I alert EP and Rats to it, because I assume I already see Domash looking in that direction.
Yeah, like I'm trying to look if there's any like, you know, evidence of people being there or like have been there recently or something.
Yeah, it's a little far away to really pick
Yeah.
up what detail. You just see a small structure.
So I kind of turn to the group and go, you know, all signs point here, you know what I mean? So this looks like maybe our last spot.
All right, let's push on.
Everybody roll me a dexterity check.
Oh boy.
That's interesting.
Check?
Yes.
That's bad. That's bad for me. Oh, never mind.
15.
15. What does Kima have?
Oh boy.
Sorry.
I got a 21.
Now I'm making noises. I only got an 8, guys.
What did
bad.
EP get?
18.
18. Nice.
I rolled a 19.
Right?
I rolled a
+2.
17.
So, Domash, I imagine with this fire in your heart, you see the structure and you just take off towards it.
Yep.
EP, you're just tailing Domash right behind. With that 18 Rats, you're coming up behind third.
Getting caught in
Kima's
that
trying to
snow.
run in high heels.
Yeah, Kima is just, I mean, this is just not the environment for her.
Yeah.
Domash,
Yes.
you get up to this structure first, and what you see looks like it was some sort of observatory area. The place where they could get the highest to just observe the stars. You see a lot of elven symbols. There's pillars in a circular formation.
Fucking pill.
Looks like they were holding up some kind of structure at one point, since collapsed, crumbled. The ground of the base of this thing, circular stone pattern, and laying in the middle of this, you see a humanoid figure right in the center, laying in the fetal position, body, or the front facing away. All you see is the back.
He immediately like runs up and like drops to his knees and like kind of like pulls the body over so he can look at the face.
It's a clown.
Oh, that's terrifying. Don't joke about that. I fucking hate clowns, dude.
Well, we know his buttons to press. For Halloween.
Fuck you.
That and furries.
That's Poe.
No, wait, that's you. Just kidding.
You roll the body over, and you hear this.
Dobby.
This grimace of pain, and as the body goes on its back, the head like snaps over, and you see it's your mother. You notice also that like there's just blood like coming out of the right side of her hip, like her torso area.
He immediately like kind of presses his hand against it, and he like spins around. He's like, AP, I need you over here right now. And he like he's like screaming at you.
EP, you roll up next.
And he's like holding her. He's like, EP, you need to help her. She's bleeding.
I pull out my what is it?
Your med kit?
Med kit? Med kit. Yes.
Doesn't have
I pull out
one.
my med kit and I do like medicine check.
Okay.
Med patch, not med kit. Those are different things. Oh, no, you have a med kit. Never mind.
That's a 28.
Okay, with 28. So you're deducing what the problem is?
Yeah.
So she has a knife wound in the side. She's bleeding out, and you also notice that both of her legs are broken.
Jesus.
What the fuck? Domash is kind of like cradling her as he's doing this, like whispering, like it's gonna be okay. Mm-hmm. You know, like he's crying at this point. Like he's just shaking and crying, just like holding her, like enough, like not enough where like he's moving her, but he's just holding her, like it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. Like I got you.
Okay.
The med kit allows me to make a DC 25 medicine check to treat deadly wounds. I think it lets me heal like 3 hit points or something like that.
Isn't it like your intelligence?
Rats runs up next.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Because he was slightly behind.
Yeah.
And he's like, What'd you do?
You stabbed your mom and broke her legs. She was a witness. She couldn't get out.
This whole time I've been tracking her so I could kill her.
So she saw some things she wasn't supposed to see.
It's 1 hit point per level or CR of the creature I am treating.
Okay.
Rats slides in next to him, like down on one knee, I guess, and proposes. No.
Yes, 1,000
pull
times
out
yes.
A serum of healing Mark 1 and jam it into her broken leg.
Oh my god.
That's I don't think that works.
She takes 4 points of damage and then is healed.
Then she dies. No.
It's like the hyper spray.
Okay.
Spray flesh.
So it's like and heals her for a D8.
+1.
Holy
Jesus.
6.
No, it's just a D8.
I thought Mark Science's thing were +1.
Nope. D8.
Fuck me then. Alright.
Alright, so what was the healing?
5 points.
5? Okay.
Her legs unbreak.
So,
I mean, that should stabilize her.
Yeah.
Right?
The bleed.
yeah, because you're stopping. Yeah, you're either a heal check or you're
stopping
it with healing. Yeah. So, yeah, she, you know, kind of when you jab her with the spray.
Hey, I healed at 1 point.
And she's like, oh, thanks for the 1 point. No. She opens her eyes slowly.
Thanks for the band-aid.
She opens her eyes slowly, blood, you know, just like all over.
I'm sorry, hold on.
No, that's fine.
I just love the thought of EP runs over and he's like, she's bleeding very badly. Goes into his medkit,
Pulls out a
Band-Aid,
pulls out-
puts it over her knife.
Pulls out like a Hello Kitty band-aid.
Hey, I have the feet medical expert.
Okay, it's like one of those fancy hospital band-aids. Alright.
Yeah, you tape the bandage on there.
Take a staple gun, you're like,
Ah! You missed the wound!
roll a d6 of bleed.
Oh, shit. That was funny.
The image of a giant medical doctor running over and just putting a small band-aid on a stab wound is pretty fucking funny.
It's just like magical healing, like it like ruins some like moments that could happen, you know? Just
Like
because...
a moment like this.
Yeah.
You just go, I heal you for like 28 and your health. Like, you're fine. Your legs are unbroke.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, Rats runs up and he gives her the thing, and he's like, "Magic, nerd." I'm sorry.
Mrs. Nerd.
Mrs.
No,
Nerd.
he calls EP a nerd, and then sorry.
Force a habit.
So she gets the bandage in this here, and she kind of like, she wasn't like, it's not like she was like, but she just like, you can just see like her breathing regulates a little better, and she opens her eyes slowly. She looks at Domash cradling her. Her eyes are kind of like coming into focus.
Like a smile kind of comes to his face when he sees her eyes open, you know.
She says,
This is the moment I've been waiting for.
"Oh, what I'm gonna say?"
Yes, I've been waiting for how you're going to do the accent. I've been waiting ever since you mentioned that my mom got captured.
Oh man, you built it up.
It's been such a long time. I need this.
Then I jam a serum of sex shift and
How you feeling?
Hello, son. I have 2 dads. 2 dads, a son, and a pizza place.
starring Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds and Ryan Gosling. And the dad's played by Danny DeVito.
Oh yes.
Oh man, I hate to disappoint you, Ryan.
Oh, you fuck.
Your accent comes from your father.
Damn it! Alright, he has to get captured next book. He calls the cultist. Oh, hey, do me a favor. Go back to Cashville. Go to he gives the address. Take him instead. Look, it all makes sense. I just need to hear him talk first.
It all makes sense in 6 months when we get there.
Yeah, it all makes sense in 6 months to a year when we decide to actually, we're not getting TPK'd by guard.
So your mother like opens her eyes and looks at you, and she says, "Domash."
He's like, "Yeah, Mom, it's me."
There's no way you're here. I must be dying.
No. We're doing our best to try to prevent that. But no. It's me. It's for real. We tracked through the jungle. I mean, to stop the bad people, but you were my prime focus. It seems I got here just in time.
She reaches up and she puts her hand on your face just to
feel like
Yeah.
you're real.
You are here, my boy. I love you so much.
And he kind of he just kind of laughs and he's like, "Yeah, Mom, I love you too. I'm just glad. I'm just glad we got here in time because a few times it felt like I wasn't gonna be able to see you again."
I thought of you this whole time. You, Domash, gave me strength when I didn't have any. If not for you, I would not be here. I could not have carried on as long as I have.
Well, as much as I'd like to take 100% of the what's the word I'm thinking? 100% of the praise here, I can't. These 3 have been through thick and thin with me since I left to join the Starfinder Society, and they were very crucial in helping me help you and get to you. I'd say this is kind of like a second family now. So, I just want you to know that...
Hi, Mom.
Oh my god.
I hate you. I fucking hate you. He kind of shakes his head. He's like, I just want you to know that you don't have to worry as much, because he kind of looks to all of them and flips off EP even though you can't see it. It's like, they got my back. And he just kind of hugs it. He just hugs her.
And I mean, she just, takes you and embraces you as best she can. She's still weak.
Oh yeah, of course.
She has a hard time holding herself up, and she looks around at the rest of the group briefly and just says, "Thank you. I hope that we have more time to get to know each other. Thank you so much." And then she just kind of closes her eyes and rests a moment.
I knew I was waiting for
me
him to die. He kind of like picks her up and like. I guess is that building like? Can we go into it? Like, was it, or was that
It's
just
like an open air structure.
Oh, just an open
Yeah.
air. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
What time of day?
yeah. What time it is?
It's getting to be towards evening time.
I think we need to go back to the temple.
Or rats? We need
How much
your
does your tent hold?
I can hold 4 people.
I'll be a tree.
Yeah, thanks for doing the fucking math on that one, my dude.
I recast Life Bubble,
Okay.
and now that we're level 5, I can target all of us, including Domash's mom.
Okay.
I still have it.
What does life bubble do?
Basically, you don't have to worry about like environmental stuff.
Oh, okay, cool.
You just are always at a comfortable temperature, basically.
It's nice.
Snow fight. It's a nice, like 75 degrees.
Okay, so you are going to camp out in the structure, or you're going to head back down to the temple?
I think head back to the temple. Is there really
How
a
long
reason
was it?
for us to...
Yeah, how long was it? How long of a walk was it?
It wasn't very far. I would say probably like 45 minutes to an hour.
Yeah, let's go ahead and head back.
Yeah.
Okay. And you're
go.
carrying your mother back down this whole
Yeah.
time. So you make it back to the temple. By that time, the moon is up. Clear sky. Kind of like... all seems right with the world at this moment. It's just beautiful. And you walk up to the temple gates, getting ready to bed down for the night. Dr. Silstarni is inside. You still have the computer equipment. Now the question is, how do you get
Back.
Right.
It took you 2 weeks to get here. You had 2 or 3 weeks worth of rations. Plus you picked up some.
Yeah.
But do you have enough to get back?
Can we send a message?
I was gonna
from
say,
the
you
comm?
have that computer system.
Yeah.
Like, could you send a message of like to Hollow Point and like say like you like, could we get the military to bring us out?
Yeah, you could communicate with Terhala Point. You're just gonna have to plead your case because it is so highly restricted out here. I mean, if there were really good circumstances, maybe they'd go for it. But
Maybe we should let our high charismatic character talk to them.
Which one's that?
Yeah, because that's going to come
You?
across.
What's your charisma?
What is it now?
I think it's up to 20 now.
Her charisma's 20.
19.
Oh, she's got me beaten anyway.
Yeah.
Mine's only 16.
No, mine's an 18. What are you talking about? Charisma.
Charisma 17. If you put your adjustment in there, then it should be a 19.
18 is what this shows.
You only can put one
Yeah.
into each stat.
No. If
They
it's
count.
if it's between
Oh, you're right. If it's between
10
two.
and like once you get above 16, I think you only add 1. Or it's
Oh,
18.
really?
Yeah, I think so. I could be wrong on that, but I think it's something like that.
Yeah.
Because when you get to lower levels, when you like, forget what it is. I don't know off the top of my head.
Well, I put points into my...
Intelligence?
I put points into my strength, which was an 8, went to a 10.
Yeah.
Into my dexterity, which was 16, went to an 18.
Did you have anything at 18?
Did I... what?
Did you have anything at an 18, then put another point into it? No.
No,
think-
my extra point for my theme goes into my charisma.
Because my dex just got to 18, so.
Let me go.
Let's look it up.
I know it's running late, but just go on. I'll look it up.
So you guys bed down for the night, or you making this phone call and the next morning? You can do it now and then bed down. Give yourself max time.
I think call them now and then bed down because then
And
that
then
gives time.
give them time to get to us, right?
Yeah. Right? Makes sense.
Makes
Yeah.
sense to me.
I also feel like Like, it's not like a face-to-face communication. It's like messages. I don't really think.
Yeah, I don't feel like
charisma really would come into play.
Well, it's still like a radio. Like, It also has radio capabilities as well.
Oh, I don't know if the radio
I
would
just
reach that
feel
far.
like, unless someone's like stuttering, like I don't feel like that would make that huge of a difference. But
If a charisma score is 17 or higher, it increases permanently by 1. If it's 16 or lower, it increases by 2.
That's stupid.
Yeah.
Way to go, Paizo.
Stop it. The views of this podcast are not reflected with Alex Morris.
fine print.
What podcast is that? Oh, never mind. It's a different one I listen to. Every time they say something, I always go, the views of the podcast do not reflect with the views of...
Who actually sent us out here? Was it the school or the university, or was it just Starfinder?
Well,
I mean,
okay.
technically, we came out here on our own volition.
Oh, okay.
So the Starfinder, basically from when we got done with book 1, we had those, like the text or whatever from the Drift Rock. We went to Casterville to get to the college to get that read. We had to do all that stupid bullshit. You pulled a fire alarm and killed some guy.
Oh my god!
Not necessarily. Well,
so maybe I shouldn't be the one that calls.
Hey, are you the one that pulled that fire alarm?
I'll kill you!
Yeah, blows up the computer. So we came out here. Not only because my mom was stolen, but because the doctor was stolen.
I was just going to say, these are two, I would say, relatively important people at that university.
Like, they could probably have some pull to get out here, but I don't know. We'll see.
So who are you going to call?
Ghostbusters.
Ah, god damn it.
Did we all say Ghostbusters?
I did not.
I was getting ready to.
You thought it.
I did. I did think it.
All right.
Group
That's as far as I got.
I guess we send them... I mean, do you want to say what the message is, or...
New computer, who did?
Oh my god.
ASL.
So you're contacting Tahomen Point?
Yes. I mean,
okay.
Can we contact anybody else? Like, I feel like that's just the closest area we can contact. I can't imagine this gets like planet-wide.
I mean, it's a long-range communication device. I mean, you saw that he communicated with somebody in the diaspora.
Yeah, you're right. Fuck.
So
contact BizQuick.
I was going to say, whoever has like
I mean, we could send out multiple communications.
Yeah, we could. I mean,
yeah, it's not a bad
probably
idea.
send one to him to let us know like we're alive and like our situation.
Yeah.
Send one out to, I guess, the college.
Yeah.
To, what was her name?
Tell them we found Dr. Solstarny.
What was her name?
What was the
Dr. Mahali.
Yeah, probably someone to Mahali.
Okay.
And then Terhala Point, just see if they can send anybody out to help us.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so you're just...
It's really hammed up, though. Like, we sent it like, oh, it was so awesome. You guys missed it. You should have been here.
are you, like, typing messages?
That's what I thought it would have been.
Okay.
All
right, so you send out these messages. Updating Bisquick, updating Mahali.
He's a pancake now.
Imploring Tahomen Point to do something. You bed down for the night. Domash just not leaving his mother's side.
Nope.
Everybody kind of reflecting on these terrible events. I mean, you're sitting right there where I know EP almost died.
Yeah.
I was 11 points from dying. I'm not dying, but going down. I would have.
You wake up the next day.
Rest and recharge.
Feeling refreshed. Recharged. Rats, I imagine you slept near the computer.
I got 40 stamina
Only
points.
thing that is like remotely familiar to you in all of this crazy
we
environment.
see Domash holding his mom, and then we pan over, and Rats is holding the computer.
Yeah. Domash is like holding his mom. Rats is holding his computer. EP's holding a tree, and Keem is holding her sword.
She's slicing the limbs of the dead.
Yeah. She's just like, who wants breakfast?
Did we go over the other two guys? We didn't go over the loot.
I thought we assumed that he went through them.
Never assume anything.
Okay.
We'll do it off air.
Yeah, we'll do it off air.
Okay. You wake up the next day.
We're doing it live!
You wake up, Dr. Solstarny is out sleeping next to you guys. Like, Rats, the comm unit's beeping, and you're able to check, and you see that you've got the most recent reply is from Tahomen Point. You see it says, "Yeah, you got error. That's my name, error. Contact information. See that you've got people that need to be evacuated now. Medical condition. You requested transport. Contact us. Let us know your location. We'll see what we can do to you."
Is it over Telegram?
Well, he said he messaged, so...
Stop.
I imagine it's like in The Martian when he gets the communication in the Land Rover.
God, that's such a that's such a good like scene of just him, like the way he types. Yes. Or he's like, what does he say? Like when they tell him like he has to like exit the rocket, but he's like, what the fuck? But it doesn't show it. It's just him like off. He's like, what the fuck? I'm gonna watch that movie now. I gotta
have it at home.
I have it on my phone.
This might be ridiculous, but can I roll sense motive on the message?
Yeah,
because
we had to make sure it was
we
the right.
didn't meet anybody named Error.
Right.
Okay. Yeah.
You know what's funny is I made another
point.
character named Error.
No,
You
really.
what?
One of my backup characters is named Error.
14. It's a flat.
14.
Can I try?
Yeah, you're reading this message.
Probably.
It just looks like a guy, just like some of the words they use, punctuation, like, yeah, this dude's just doing his job. You know, stuck in an office. Yeah, what do you need? All right. Just very short replies.
Yeah, I send the reply. We got 6?
Yeah, 6 people.
6 people.
2 at least that could use
at
them.
least need medical attention. Broken legs. Knife wounds. Scorch marks. Just whatever you can bring, we'll take.
Malnourished.
And I'm assuming you're like informing him of who you are and who the people are.
With the Starfinder
So with the Starfinder Society, with ties to the college and
Dr. Mahali.
Cabaret.
Yes.
Cabaret.
Okay, roll me a diplomacy.
Can I aid?
Can I aid him?
Yeah, you can all aid.
Not you, Krios.
This is bad.
You're not Krios. Fuck, I'm sorry, dude. I aid.
Yep, I do too.
Yeah, me too.
So +4.
6.
She didn't aid, right?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
did.
she
you
did.
Okay,
Yeah.
+6. Good, because I have a +0.
Well,
14 again.
14. So you're waiting a reply. Comes pretty quick. Which seems kind of crazy because like it seems like this guy's just been up all night.
Yeah.
It's like his only job.
Like if you're checking like the timestamps and stuff, like this dude's been just waiting by his phone, you know, basically. He's like, yeah, all right, we'll get people out to you. They'll be out there
7-4.
tomorrow. It's the best I could do. A lot of red tape. We'll see you then.
all right.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow.
We're going home.
Yeah, tomorrow when we get the... Man, we're going home. Well...
Gotta survive for a day.
Yeah, you were successful in your diplomacy check to really urge this guy to get it done faster. Otherwise, you'd be waiting a little while longer.
Oh, jeez.
I do
Thank
get
God.
like your sense motive because like what if like they're just cult members?
Right.
Yeah.
So,
I swear to God.
Question.
yes,
Did we get any XP for saving his mom?
No.
I'll think about it.
Exactly 133.
63.
So
Whatever.
I imagine the next day passes largely uneventfully. You're all sitting around talking. Dr. Solstarny probably fills you in on what she found. Pretty much things that you already know, confirming, like, yeah, they're after some kind of super weapon. I don't know if it's real. I don't know if it's just legend. But they think it is, and that's a problem. The next day passes, and you're all atop this beautiful mountain peak, and you start to hear some sort of aircraft come in. It's circling around the mountain. You guys are getting ready to go home. For the last time, though, probably in most of your lives, you're not going to see this place ever again. And you're one of the few people that have ever been here in this historic place.
That's lived now.
I mean, that's gotta feel like something, even for rats who just hates this nature place. You know, it's got to be kind of nostalgic and kind of heartwarming. to know that you're in a minority there.
I live here.
What was this guy's name again?
Domash.
Tahomen?
Tahomen.
Yeah.
Fuck that guy.
Rats gets back on the computer before they leave.
Mm-hmm.
And he directs a message towards the last message they sent in the diaspora.
Mm-hmm.
And he says, Tahomen's dead. We're coming for you next.
Oh,
Nice.
Signed EP.
We'll see you next week.
We're going home.
Yeah!
Let's get some beer.
I was gonna say that's a. Make sure to check out our website at adventureawaitspod.com. There you can find links to our Facebook and Twitter and keep up to date when we release new episodes. And a big thanks to Sirenscape for providing music and sound effects. Check them out at sirenscape.com, where you can revolutionize your tabletop gaming experience.